Do you know what time it is? No. I mean, not literally what time it is. I mean the time of year. Yeah, that's right. It's election season.
The crowd.
And if there's one thing that election season does better than any other time of the year, it is that it divides us. Now, division is not something that's new to the church. As a matter of fact, Paul in Romans 14 deals with this very issue. People were divided whether they should eat meat or be vegetarians, or whether they should eat meat offered to idols or not eat meat offered to idols. And that was a big deal because meat offered to idols was cheaper. It was like shopping at Aldi's. It was cheaper, you didn't know the brand name, but your whole family could eat for half the amount of money. This was a big thing. And Paul teaches them not to judge one another, not to put division between one another. As a matter of fact, these are his words. Who are you to judge someone else's servant? To their own master, servants stand or fall, and they will stand, for the Lord is able to make them stand. This is a huge thing. It's a huge thing in leadership. It's a huge thing in how to grow people, how to guide them in their relationships with Jesus. We don't want to judge. We don't want to put opportunities to judge. As a matter of fact, later on in this same chapter, Paul's going to refer to this as a stumbling block. Can you picture what it would look like just to have somebody just walk around and trip people up? This tripping, this stumbling, this malicious kind of behavior, this is exactly what Paul considers this. That when we do that, when we go after something, when we go after a gray matter issue and we make it the main thing, something that people can have different positions on and it be okay, and we make it the main thing, it's like we're going around and tripping each other, just out of the blue, sweeping the legs out from underneath somebody that we're supposed to be loving. And really, this is why we don't do alcohol in small groups, because it could offend somebody. It's why it's probably not the best idea to go see a rated R movie as a small group, because it just might offend somebody. And it's definitely why we never, ever talk about politics. Because politics has the ability to trip people up, and we don't want to trip them up. We don't want to trip anybody up over anything that is not centered to our message. Our message is about Jesus. Our message is about salvation. And so let's leave the speculation to people who speculate about things, and let's talk about the things that are really true. So if it comes up in your small group, if that issue arises, say, hey guys, we don't do this here. This isn't the place to talk about those kinds of things. People have different views, and it's okay that they have different kind of views. As for us, we're about Jesus and following Jesus, whether we're swinging a sword, whether we're studying the Bible, whether we're together with an affinity, whether we're just out hanging out together. We don't divide. We don't let that happen. We're about Jesus.